Hello everyone, welcome back to MTG Arena here. So let's get started with the second deck of our intro series for the Throne of Eldraine season and the official release. So we played standard ranked tradition. Right, so I do want the ranked ladder. So I don't care whether my rank goes up or down, but like it won't be able to go down below what I think silver. Once you hit silver, it won't decrease below silver, but you can go from gold to silver, I believe so. I don't really remember. But our next deck in color pie order is Azure Skies with the blue deck here. Oh wait, shoot, let's cancel that. Let's just take a quick look at the deck list here. So let's go to edit deck. Load please. So I'm uploading videos at the same time while I'm doing this, so there may be some lag due to my upload speed and my download speed from that. So I'm expecting this to go a bit I'm expecting server issues, I suppose to say. So here's the list: 2 Spectral Sailors, Wall of Runes, I'm not really sure about that, but it's Scries, so I suppose that's fine. 1 Brineborn Cutthroat, that's... ooh. Okay. Cloudkin Seer, Frost Lynx, Leapfrog. Flying when you've cast a spell, so doesn't really work. 1 Dungeon Geists. There are 2 rares in this one. I don't remember what the second rare was inside the white deck, but this is actually decent. Other creatures can show it flying, get +1/+0. Air Elemental, it's a fine beater. And a Meteor Golem. If this is in every single one of those decks, that's going to be really annoying. And 25 lands again, so let's play it as is. And there are definitely some upgrades, obviously, that we can do to mono blue, but let's just try it out and see where we lack. So I'm not sure. I'll have to check once we get out of this match here, if the season or in rankings have been reset. Yeah, it said 2 days ago. 2 days. So I'm not sure if it's today or if it was like yesterday or I don't really remember. But anyways, hopefully. Damn. Okay. Look at that. It's stuck on 12. We got some server issues here. Definitely my fault. Not the arena. I'm not blaming it on arena server, although that could be an issue, and multiplied by the fact that I am uploading plenty of videos. Jeez. Okay, so we've got matchup, so not too bad. Arcana M is our opponent with the Aurelia. Okay, so we've got a nice start here. Spectral Sailor plus, I suppose, Sky Theater Strix, and then Warden of the Evos is actually quite nice. Let's greet our opponent and tell them to have a good game, and we'll go ahead and pass the turn. So I'm putting a stop at the end step. So, right. So I should wait until after the scry. I jumped the gun a bit on that too early. My turn, but it looks like they're playing some sort of ramped deck. So I don't think that it would be. It would have made much of a difference for me to have a cast after they made their decision. Now, if it was some sort of removal spell, like a black source to play Tyrant Scorn or something of that sort, then so I'm going to play Winged Words. We've got flying creatures, so we'll get the trigger off the Theater Strix. We'll get our 3rd land drop as well, which is phenomenal. We can play that on their turn. I'll set that stop immediately. And so we'll go beating down on them. So they are playing Simic Flash. However, I don't know if they've incorporated new cards. It's really early on. Oh, I need to set my card sleeves. They've made it to level 100, and that's how they've got this Chandra sleeve right here. So I think, oh, they don't do anything. I'm glad to do this and block if they had attacked, and they wouldn't be able to do anything. So they're living up mana to do things on my turn. I've got nothing to do on my turn though, so I'll go ahead and attack in here. So I think I'll just draw instead of playing my spells and counter spells. I wish I had a flash creature, but obviously I would play the flash creature on their turn. We're going to attack and see what they want to do. So, do we play Warden the Evos Isle? That allows us to cast out the Sky Theater Strix. But this is obviously a counter spell. I'm not going to play into it. There's a fine line at this point. At least we've got something else to do with our mana, which is draw with the Spectral Sailor. So I'll pass the turn to them. Okay. Odd, but I suppose that plays. I guess they won't be able to block with the... they wouldn't be able to attack in with the Spectral Sailor if I block with the Sky Theater Strix. So, obviously they've got a higher power level with all these extra spells. We're not really playing a flash game, we have a sub-flash theme, but it's not really what we want to be doing. So, let's just start out with the... I'll just cast this. If they want to counter it, that's fine, but I'm going to put a wall of blockers for them. Right. So, not really a substantial spell for them to have countered. I suppose I'm tapped out, I can't really do much of anything else. So, at this point, I'll block here. I'm chipping in away lots of damage with the Spectral Sailor. Now, they have the option to use their mana to draw as well, but it looks like they've missed their land drop. But for us, we've got our land drops, so let's see if they've had another counter spell. I think this warrants a counter spell, since I can cast things for cheaper if they let this resolve. Perfect for them, you know, just like playing counter spells. So they've tapped out though, so I'm free to play my second Warden Evos Isle. So I'm definitely going to block with one of these at their Brineborn Cutthroat. So at this point, do I want to... I mean, this is a lethal attack here. Let's see. We got the Windstorm Drake, which gives our other creatures flying +1+. So they'll block this obviously. So they'll take 4 damage if I... Well, 3 or 2. Flying Elemental. This is just... Okay, so they haven't reset the thing. It's just not going to cut it, you know. I don't need a cost reduction on my spells since they are really expensive. I can't play 2 spells a turn. So I'll at least take out one of these creatures. Like, I don't understand why they think that this could match up against or like the decks in standard. So right, I'm just going to concede because there's not really much of a chance here. They've got a flash deck with much more powerful cards than we do, like an insane power level. This is playing with commons and uncommons. Well, actually, we're playing with nothing but commons actually. Well, one uncommon right there. Like, it's not a level playing field, and it's just like Wizards should have made these at least a little bit more competitive. I'm assuming that the 2 color decks might be a bit more on that level playing field. This is like tier 6 in the dirt grounds level of decks here, and I maybe tier 5, you know. So this is pretty slow. Well, I guess we'll go first. We'll see what goes on. And they've got the Fibblethip avatar, which is really, really funny. So let's play this island. Like, this deck doesn't even have counter spells in it. Like, you could play, they could have made a flying control deck with counter spells. That would have been fairly decent against any sort of this shenanigans. Now this, however, may be alright for us. Field of the Dead. Style matchup. Gilded Goose. Sure. They create a food token. Don't really care about that. No need to expend my resources right now. Interesting. Sorry, I'm checking on my. Pass the end of combat and get to our turn. And let's just play the Cloudkin Seer. They've got no. Wicked Wolf. Alright, so much higher power level than what we're doing right now, so. And they're attacking to give us a message saying, hey look. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play the Frost Lynx and freeze the Wicked Wolf for a turn. And we can Spectral Sailor at the end of their turn. Or Unsummon, we've got the option. Like, sure. I suppose they want to create a food token. I don't think. Or they can turn the Gilded Goose into one of these into a 3/3. So at this point, I'd like to unsummon it. Well, they cannot. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so I can't bounce that yet. What is the creature I can bounce it?
Oh dear.
Okay, unsummon that token so that it does not go back to the hand. I can do that. Play this island. I suppose I'm going to do this, and I don't mind getting beat down by a Wicked Wolf for some time, but I'm going to freeze that and go ahead and attack in at Oko since I need to be doing that. So I'm not going to let them steal things, but they can turn my 3/3s, you know, my things into 3/3s. I'm totally fine with that. Castle Garenbrig, they can play a 6-mana spell. Create a food token, sure. Sorry for the recording, for a bit lag. And let them attack me. That's totally fine. And they're choosing to protect their Ogo. That's very interesting. They want to tap that Gilded Goose for black source. I think that's what they're struggling to do. They're missing a third color. Oh, a Hydroid Crisis. 4 mana. Sure. Resolve. Yeah, it's taking quite a bit. Let's just flash in the Spectral Sailor. Fantastic. If we have the 7th mana, let's start off with the Winged Words. Draw 2 cards. Wall of Runes, scry to see if we want to draw those 2 cards, or we prefer Island, but I think we can dig deeper since we have 25 lands anyways. It's not really a point in Like, look at that, exactly. We drew the island. I think I'll pass to the. I'll just end the turn here. I can play Meteor Golem, then unsummon it. Oh, that's so annoying. Exchange control of power 3 or less, and this Meteor Golem is power 3 or less, but it doesn't matter. No blocks. Pass. I can destroy Oko, unsummon it, then play something else. I think that's quite good. Look at this. Look at this power level. They've got rares, mythic rare, mythic rare, mythic rare, rare. I've got this pool of commons, uncommons. The Great Henge. So it's looking to me like these intro decks are not going to be well off on the plan to, you know, showcase very well. At least not in the league that I'm playing, the Gold League. I want to unsummon something, but I'm not sure what. That can block flying, that can block flying. Like, all these creatures can just block flying. It's quite annoying. Yeah, can't really do much of anything else. And this Windstorm Drake can make their flyers bigger, so I cannot play it into an Oko. Okay, I want that. I'm not going to freeze them. I'm going to obviously chump block with these. And no attacks. Okay, so I'm going to just draw, play this island, make my land drops. I don't want to miss my land drop. It's going to be important. Fortunately, we do have an out. Sure, that's fine. Don't really care about that.
I assure you our deal.
I'm sure I can use the food a bit to gain a bit of life back. Yep, we'll be taking 4 damage from the target crisis for a long moment in time. Since they cannot steal this just yet, I guess I don't want them to get the value of creating the food token and turning things into elks. So I'll go ahead and destroy it.
Your expectations are exhausting.
Can't really attack. So yeah, no attackers. I'm not sure which is more of a threat, the Cavalry of Thorns or the Hydro Cracers. I think at this point, really not sure what to do. Feasting Troll King, sure. I can just sacrifice the food and then 2 mana. Look at this, like, this is ridiculous. I think I'm going to destroy the Hydro Cracers. There's no point in killing the Feasting Troll King, they can just bring it back with the food. now there's not a point in doing that. Destroy that. I can see, like, there's not really. I'm starting to think whether there's a point to doing this at all or not. Let's play in the normal play, just to see if there's a difference in this, because the ranked is just not, it's not going to do it for us. Although we're not going to be affecting our ranked position, and I think we'd be hurting more if we were doing it with a losing decks that have often no competition or any level of competitiveness. Okay, 2 of my videos are up. We've got 1 more video. I'm setting them on a schedule in order to do things. So just so I have a consistent upload content. But at least with this release, I've got a lot of content to record, to produce, to make, and to record. I mean, and obviously upload onto YouTube. At least I can get a regular schedule going for a bit. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be doing these recordings for this, but it's sort of a fun hobby for me, I suppose. So, what's your grave? Sailor looks like a blue-black control deck. I think that's what it's turned out to be. The plan was to wing the words on turn. What will play Leapfrog? So I'll play Sky Theater Strix. I'll do this. Attacking for 3, I suppose. We got a few. Okay. I can Frost Lynx it down. I can unsummon it later anyways. I can also unsummon my Frost Lynx into casting it repeatedly as well. Fibble, Thip, the Lost. Sure. It seems they're stuck on mana as well. I'm surprised they connived my Sky Theater Strix. That's hilarious. I'm taking them back to the battlefield. I'm not letting my thing get destroyed. My 3rd unsummon. So I'm doing the same thing again. And just keep beating them down with this 3-1. I feel like they're going to be embarrassed to be beat down by this mono blue starter deck. I'm not sure if it's a 1-for-1, but I suppose the Spark Harvest is allowing this to be a 1-for-1. And if I can just stop drawing lands, that would be fantastic, you know. sure. Well, I suppose I'm going to be doing this all day, bouncing my creatures. The 4th Unsummon. That is absolutely... They will never expect the 4th Unsummon. They will never expect it. So they've got 5 mana now. I think they're lacking on a second source of black to actually play multiple spells a turn. Blood for Bones. And they've got Fibblethip to return a Fibblethip into hand. Draw 1 card. Sure. Do I unsummon in this? I think so. Make them recast. Well, actually, this one gets shuffled back in. And if they draw it again... Well, they're down to 1 life, and I've got a flyer. That can't be Tyrant Scorned. And I've got 7 cards, so they can drown and unlock any of these creatures. I've got to have a board wipe and a blocker. There's the second black source. So Fibblethip trying to draw to the outs. And we have victory. So a deck that literally played creatures, stole creatures, sacrifices creatures. That's I guess a valiant effort on that point. And that was 3 games, so that was not much of a showing for this blue deck. However, 2 losses and a win. Jeez, come on. My feet placement. Recording without any... When I'm trying to, be comfortable instead of a locked in position every time is quite annoying. But anyways... We've got a few, we've got 2,000 over. I'm saving at least 10,000 just to do 2 sealed, well, not sealed, but like drafts. So let's go ahead and just get some packs for this. Seriously, store please. Throne of Eldraine packs. Let's 1, 2. Just have a bit of fun. And we get Piper of the Swarm. We haven't got many rats in standard, do we? Fervent Champion. That's just an incredible card. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I guess let me do some notes on this. So obviously, full of Spectral Sailor, a few more Brineborn Cutthroats would have been phenomenal. Maybe some well, obviously we can't really do the draw cards effect because that's Throne of Eldraine cards, but like perhaps like counter spells in here would have been phenomenal over this Leapfrog or these the Sky Theater Strix, like, and these Wall of Runes don't help at all. The only thing they help with is with us not drawing all the lands in a row. And 24, I think, would have been perfect for every single one of these decks. But anyways, that's me. Thanks so much for watching. Ciao for now.